So I hope everybody can see my screen here. Hello and welcome everybody. This is Akta and I'm going to be presenting today a presentation on female reproductive systems. So I'm going to start with gratitude. Gratitude to this Mother Earth for making me a speck in this world to be able to contribute whatever I can and to be able to have a healthy life. My parents who always are there by my side, my husband who doesn't mind me getting up early and start speaking out loud, and he's always here for me. All my gurus who have taught me thus far, and especially to AYG Academy and to Dr. Nutan for giving me this opportunity to be here, to be able to present this topic, the female reproductive system. So I'm going to start with this funny video. And please don't run away because my singing is not that good. And I hope, I hope everybody can hear this. I'm going to start again. I don't think it was audible.
Yes, your mom. It got you. Keep your ears open. Keep your eyes open. Keep your mouth shut and listen.
So I hope everybody could hear it. It was me doing a very bad rap song on how I am his mom, my son's mom, and I'm able to say what I want to say and he has to just listen to me. And this is what I felt was funny, but it was very apt because us as moms, it just gives us that special powers to be able to to tell our kids, okay, we're going to guide you and you just follow how we guide you and we're going to guide you right. So what gives us this extra power over our kids? What gives us this attention? There are so many famous people who have written, like Abraham Lincoln has said that, if you, that he has given credit to his mother for all his achievement. Even Federer, the other day when he was giving his final speech when he retired, he gave all the credit of all the hard work that he has done to his mother. Of course, mothers are very giving and they are very generous, but the biggest difference that lies between a male and a female is right here between our legs. It is the reproductive system. All the other systems, all the other 11 systems are exactly alike, but it's the difference between the reproductive systems that make us different. We are able to carry a baby for 9 months and then deliver it at the end of those 9 months. And that gives us that special power over our kids. So let's look at the female reproductive system, which is the topic of the day. So this is the exterior portion of the female reproductive system. As you can see here, this mound over here, the mons pubis, and then there are two lip-like structures, the labium majora, the inner one is the labium minora. The clitoris sits right here. There are 3 openings. One is the urethral opening for the urine excretion. This is the vaginal opening. And then here's the anus for feces excretion. Internally, if you look at the female reproductive system, this is our female reproductive system. It's made up of 5 major organs. Let me start with the ovaries. We have 2 ovaries, which are on the either side of the uterus. And these ovaries are connected to the fallopian tubes. Now, if you notice, there are these finger-like projections called the fimbriae, which connects the ovary to the tube portion. When there is ovulation, egg is released into the, it's basically swept in by fimbria into the fallopian tubes. Did you say that my time is up?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to really finish this quickly.
Continue.
And then we have this uterus. So I'm sorry, let's go back to the fallopian tube. So once the ovum is released into the fallopian tube, this is the site where fertilization happens. So in this case, we have the egg and then the sperm combines, which makes it into a zygote. and then the zygote gets implanted into the uterus. Now, this is the cervix, which is the opening to the vagina. It's a narrow passage between the uterus and the vagina. And the vagina itself is responsible for two things. One is to let the sperms in through the opening, outside opening. And second is to be able to have a vaginal delivery of the baby. So this is our female reproductive system. Of course, we have our cycles, which are 28-day cycles. We go through follicular phase where all the where the eggs are getting where the follicles are getting generated into the ovaries and they are maturing. Then the ovulation cycle where the egg is released into the fallopian tube, the luteal cycle where the thickening of the uterus happens, and finally, in case there's no fertilization, there's menstruation, which lasts about 3 to 7 days, where the inner lining is shed off in form of menstrual blood. Of course, we're not born with this kind of a reproductive system. We are born just as an adolescent. Our reproductive system is not fully developed, but during the age of 14, puberty age, is when we actually our reproductive system gets developed and in its peak. That's our stage 1. Stage 2 is between 21 to 30 when it's at the best. The quality of eggs, everything is the best. Stage 3 when you see the egg qualities tends to go down, the number of eggs also go down. Stage 4 when it steeply drops, and finally the menopausal stage. So if we are in the child or in menopause, post-menopause, there will be no reproduction. But if we are in between these 3 stages, then of course we will be able to conceive as a woman. And this is some just guidelines that tells us how to take care of these, because our body goes through changes, right? Through maidenhood to menopause, we have to be able to take care of ourselves, be able to adapt to the changes that are happening to our body. So I'm just not going to say everything because I'm out of time, but then the most important is to know that when you're in maidenhood, know what's happening to your body. Don't be shocked by what's changes are happening. Be educated even before your periods, menstruation start. Next is motherhood. Always find time for yourself and have the power to say no. We as women just take on a lot. And especially when our family is big, we have kids to take care, maybe in-laws, work. There's just too many responsibilities. So do find the time for yourself. And finally, when you're in menopause and your kids have gone off to college, you're empty nesters, you should be able to let it go, be able to change, be flexible, and still take care of yourself. So this was my presentation. Thank you everybody for your time, for joining me and giving me this opportunity. I'm gonna hand the baton to my friend here, Amrita, so she can go over the next topics with you, and I'll stop sharing.
Thank you. Thank you, Akta. Ma'am, Sarla will share my slides because there is some network issue between my and Akta's Gmail account. So, hello.